Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment, and this one is going to be for 3 households. It is decorated, or it's one of the apartments in, what's it called? The Arts Quarters, I think. You can see the address in the upper left corner. I think it's 930 Medina Studios, but I could be wrong. I can't really see it from here. So anyways, that is what we're doing, and I'm trying to make all 3 apartments style-wise very different from each other. So one of them is quite modern, or more on the contemporary side, and very black and white. There is the middle one that is mid-century modern, and it's very colorful. And then the last one is a bit more like blue, tan, bohemian, and yeah, that is basically it. I think there is room for a total of 6 Sims in this apartment, but it's only like there's only a double bed in each apartment. It's technically for 3 households, but it's 3 single sim or couple households. Does that make sense? The middle one does have room for a dog, so although I didn't put any toys in there, but just give the dog some attention and it'll be just fine. So yeah, and that's basically it. So you could have a total of 7 Sims technically, or 6 Sims and a dog in this apartment if you want to. You could easily also fit in a litter box somewhere if you'd also want a cat in this apartment as well, and you can have a full household. I don't really know, it's completely up to you. I've been wanting to do this one for a while actually. I've been kept postponing it in my planner from week to week, so I probably had it planned like a month ago and then just pushed it on to the next week, and then again just pushed it to the next week. So I sat down and I finally recorded it. I like doing these ones where you don't necessarily just have one household in the apartment. I don't like to do houses like that because houses in themselves take a very long time to build when you also have to, like for example, if you were to build your own apartment building and then do like 8 different apartments in that building, that would take such a long time, and I can't do that for one video, and I would have to split it up into videos, and I don't really like to do series. So I just feel like that sort of build is too much for me. But for these ones where you have a bigger apartment and then you split it up into several smaller apartments, I kind of like to do that. I've done it before in this specific apartment where I turned it into 2 different or I made it for 2 different households. And I think both of them actually had kids and they were friends or something. I don't really remember the background story. I did that one a while ago, I think shortly after, it must have been, or not shortly after, but like a couple of months after Discover University came out, because we did get the roommate system with the update for Discover University. So it made it possible to do these kinds of apartments, I want to say, because you can not hire roommates, but you can search for roommates and they can live in your apartment with you, but like in a separate part of the apartment. So the roommate system, you know, that one. Anyways, so slightly inspired by that. Of course, you don't have to use that feature for this apartment if you want to use the whole apartment for yourself, but just like 3 different households, you can also do that. If you can somehow change the entryway as well, you can also turn it into one big apartment, even though like they have 3 different kitchens and 3 different living rooms, and I think there are 2 laundry rooms as well in the apartment, because the middle one, the bathroom in that one was so small and they needed a shower and bathtub combo for the dog, so I couldn't fit in laundry machines in there, but there are 2 other laundry rooms. So both on the right side and on the left side. So that's the contemporary apartment, the black and white one, and then also the Bohemian apartment. Those both have laundry machines, just so you know, just not the middle one. I don't really remember where I was going with that, but anyways, so there are laundry machines in this apartment. So this week is kind of weird. What day is it today? It's only Wednesday, isn't it? I feel like it's Thursday. This week has been so weird. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it I'm just going to explain what's going on, but I'm not going to sit here and complain about it because there are worse things happening in the world right now. But 2 weeks ago, I was going through this whole like swollen foot thing. Then last week, I had a gum infection, which made it kind of painful to talk, although I got better pretty quickly because I knew how to handle it because I've had it before. So that was a good thing, and it only pretty much like hurt when I talked for the first like 2-3 days or so. And then this week I've slept like 15 hours since Sunday, so that's actually not 5 hours per week, because from Sunday to Monday I had 3.5 hours of sleep because they're fixing something in the building. It's not my upstairs neighbor who's drilling, it's literally people outside doing something on the building, but I can hear it in my build or in my apartment the entire day. So I mean from like 7:30 until Monday. They stopped at 8 p.m. So they started at 7:30 a.m. and they were done by 8 p.m. Today they were done at I think like 5:30 or so. I needed to get out of the apartment because it drives me insane that it's like nonstop drilling all day. I have a headache. I haven't slept. So yeah, it's a little bit, but just to explain why I'm saying this, it's a little bit difficult to actually record because for some reason it's really loud in my office. My microphone picks up on everything, so I can't really do voiceovers in that time. And now I'm sitting here at it's 1 a.m. and I'll be woken up at 7:30. So it's just difficult to like when do I work? Suddenly I only have like a window of 11 to 12 hours to both do my videos and also sleep. Like I don't really know. It's kind of difficult. So that's what I'm dealing with this week. I know, super exciting, but I just wanted to explain why there hasn't been a video of either Tuesday or Wednesday. This video will be up Thursday, and for those on Patreon, I'm so sorry that it's not on early access. I am really fighting to get videos up for early access, but this week is just kind of weird when it comes to recording because suddenly like the small window. So bear with me, I'm doing my best, but I'm also really tired. So anyways, I just really want to share videos with you guys because I love doing this so much. And I'm not gonna let drilling get in my way, whether it's my upstairs neighbor or people outside. Drives me insane, but I still want to do videos. So just gotta somehow work around it and find time to sleep. That's also why I'm kind of stuttering in this video because, or at least like mumbling a little bit, maybe a mix of both of them. I don't really know, but I'm just kind of tired a little bit. So anyways, that's pretty much all that's going on here. I got a plant today. It's a monstera. I love it. It's gonna grow big, and I can't wait can't wait to see that happen. I just don't know where I was going with that sentence either. It's fine. So we moved on to the middle apartment. And this is the very colorful one. I kind of did take inspiration a little bit from Nifty Knitting, but it's definitely more on the mid-century modern side. I don't really know what style you'd call the furniture in Nifty Knitting because it's not like, what is it? So, but I did take inspiration from the color schemes or all the swatches in that pack for this room. As you can see, I've also used the couch and also the chair because I think they're cute, and color-wise, they're a lot more colorful. Like shape-wise, they do look a little bit like both the chair, or not the chair actually, but the couch specifically looks a lot like the couch from Tiny Living. But swatches wise, it's very different. Like it's very colorful. I don't remember having used, or maybe the Tiny Living apartment, the Tiny Living couch also comes in a lot of colorful swatches. I just haven't used them because I kind of tend to stick to the more, I've been doing a lot of like very toned down interiors lately, so I might not actually have seen the very colorful swatches. I don't really remember. I'll have to go in game and check that out. But I suppose we have some chairs here from Tiny Living that are quite colorful, so I suppose the couch and the chair would also come in colorful swatches. I don't really know. I just feel like the Nifty Knitting couch and chair is a lot, like that's a lot of color on them, like a lot. So I can't imagine the Tiny Living ones are on par with these ones. Does that make sense? Anyways, I've also no idea what these Sims do for a living, by the way. I do think that I put down a camera in the first apartment, But for the other ones, like this one doesn't even have a computer, because this one is very small compared to the other two. It's not tiny house, like tiny house size, but it's definitely still on the smaller side. So I really wanted to make sure that this wasn't the only apartment with, like, I wanted to make sure that this apartment also had a living room. So like a proper living room. It doesn't have a very big dining area. It basically only has the single tile table with 2 chairs, whereas the other ones definitely have more chairs, more opportunities to have friends over or family or so on and so on. They all have bar counters with chairs, but this one does have a smaller dining table. But that's also, again, because I wanted to make sure that they also had a decent sized living room, because the other 2 apartments do. So I didn't want this one to feel left out in that way. They definitely have a smaller little area, like it's only a 2-seater plus not a couch, a chair. C word, another C word. Anyways, but still, they have like their own little cozy corner down there. So also, one thing I might forget if I don't mention it now, for some reason in the very last bedroom, the Bohemian one, I don't know what happened to my footage. I swear I was recording it, but at some point it just stops. So you might see me place down everything, but like decor and clutter and candles and stuff are not included. Don't really know what happened there. Like I said, I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. I didn't really notice this while I was recording even, which I usually do when I miss recording. I only noticed when I was editing, so that kind of took me by surprise, but I'm sorry about that. Otherwise, I would have gone back like during recording, during building, and just redecorated it basically like I usually do when I miss out on something, but I just did not notice. So, but you can see what it looks like at the end of the video, because I always include screenshots of the whole build if I'm building something or the apartments or whatever. I always include screenshots so you can see it there. I even included the footage of all 3 bathrooms, which I normally wouldn't do, but these 3 bathrooms don't look alike. So normally I would like copy paste items from one bathroom to the other in a house, for example, or if I'm just doing an apartment for one household, I still just copy paste items from one bathroom to the next one, just because bathrooms are not my favorite thing to do. I find them kind of boring. I know that you can spice them up and stuff, but it's just, I still find them boring. It's a thing. I can't help it. Bathrooms are just not my thing. So I kind of like, I don't want to skip them because I still want you guys to have bathrooms in your builds when you download them off the gallery. Also, by the way, we hit 100,000 on the gallery the other day, which is pretty cool. So thank you thank you for that. Also, 2.7 million downloads I noticed. I'd never noticed that before. I was like, is that like, are you sure that's not 270,000? But I'm pretty sure it says 2.7 million, and I don't really, that's a weird number in my head. Anyways, so like, just take into consideration that there's only 5.8 million people in Denmark. So anything above 1 million is like, what? it's a bit crazy to me, okay? But my point was, I do want to make sure that you guys have functional bathrooms in the entire house, in the entire apartment. So I do decorate them, even though I kind of thoroughly dislike doing them. So anyways, so yeah, they're fixed in all my builds basically, except if I've said that I've actually forgotten them at some point, which wouldn't surprise me. But again, I don't think so, but it wouldn't surprise me if that had actually happened. I think this apartment, actually I don't know, which one is your favorite so far? Also, sorry if I just made noise. I kind of have nails these days. I don't know how I managed to grow them, but they're here, so hey, celebration. And I don't know how to control them, so sometimes I'll tap on things and stuff. Just ignore that if that happens. But let me know, which one of the apartments is your favorite? Is it the black and white one? Is it the colorful one? Or is it this more Bohemian style one? I kind of have plans to do another Bohemian apartment later this week, but it's like, I did 3 styles in this one, so am I supposed to not do any of these styles the rest of the week? Usually I don't like to do 2 similar things right after each other. That's just, I feel like that's just kind of Nah. Except from mid-century modern tiny houses, that's different because I have a love for those apparently. Not normal-sized mid-century modern houses. I don't like those. I love the interior style, but I don't like the houses. However, tiny houses are an exception. So, I don't really, I have plans to do another Bohemian style apartment later this week, which I'm looking forward to because I love to decorate in that style. But we will see if I manage to. I suppose the workers should be, like, they shouldn't be working over the weekend, should they? So I can finally sleep on Saturday, I hope. We'll see. I'm very excited. And also finally just sit down and relax and record my videos as I like to do. I just want to sit here and record videos and play The Sims. Thank you. And also Roblox. But apparently they just won't let me do that. I'm not complaining, of course, because we don't do that here, do we? I don't know. I suppose actually looking at the floor plan, when I do my voiceovers, I usually, if I do the voiceovers after I've taken screenshots, I'll always have my floor plan up on the other monitor because I have 2 monitors in my setup. I'm just sitting here looking at the floor plan. You could technically make the hallway just a tiny bit smaller and make the middle apartment a little bit bigger if you want to. I do want to point that out. So if the size of the middle apartment is kind of bugging you, if you decide to download this off the gallery, you can actually just expand it a little bit. I did make the hallway kind of, it's like 3 times something tiles, 3 times 9 or something. That's a lot of tiles just for hallway space. Anyways, just a random suggestion for those of you who are interested, I suppose. But we are at the end of the video, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now and head to bed and just sleep because I'm tired. But I really enjoyed doing this voiceover, so anyways. If you like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. In the middle of sex, then it all came back. When I thought that everything was lost. On a cold November night, when I met my Mrs. Right, made my feelings come to life again. When I thought I didn't care, I just saw her standing near, made my feelings come to life again. Now I wake up every morning next to her. I gotta pinch myself to prove that she's my girl. There's no place I'd rather be here in this world. Cause I have no doubt, and I know she is the one. I guess it really was giving up on love, and I tried to block those feelings off. What did I do? In the middle of sex, then it all came back. When I thought that everything was lost.